This video here is to instruct you on what I am looking for in regards to some online research. So let me get started. This should take about 7 or 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes tops. What do? I sell websites. I'm looking for leads in Massachusetts, USA. I'm looking for broken websites because I sell websites and I build them. So I'm looking for business owners that have a broken website or businesses without a website. Both of them qualify, although this really is number one. A website that's broken is easier to convince the business owner they need help versus someone without a website who doesn't believe they need one. So what types of businesses? All businesses, restaurants, hair salons, auto repair. In this example, I'm mainly going to use restaurants, and currently I'm selling a lot of websites to restaurants. So what is a broken website? Good question. For starters, it's not mobile friendly, it doesn't load properly, or there's errors. Anything that doesn't function on a website makes it broken. Really simple. So I have a few examples that I'm going to pull up on my phone. You'll see my phone over here to the left of the screen. And here's just some examples. This first one here is an example of uh, a website that's not mobile friendly versus a website that is mobile friendly. You'll see this one here on the right has the click to call, the GPS, the hours. Hours pop up like this. The email pops up like this. Click to call makes the phone call. You have your drop down menu. So a nice mobile friendly website versus over here a website where I have to do this. In order to get anywhere, I have to move it around. It just does not look good at all. In fact, if you look at the menu difference, this is a nice mobile friendly menu. This you cannot read. It's too small. You have to do this to get to read it. Not a mobile friendly website. This may be obvious to some people, but I'm just keeping it simple because I've been looking for someone to help me do this work and they do not understand what I'm looking for. So I'm going to give you a few examples. Another example of a website that doesn't work well would be this one. Again, that's a desktop website. You can clearly see the difference between a mobile-friendly website and a not friendly website. So this would qualify. I use the word qualify and not qualify. So the last two websites I've shown you do qualify. This one here, a place called the Fairy Cafe. The reason this qualifies is it doesn't have a website. It goes to Facebook. Facebook is not a website, so that would qualify. So anyone that has, when I click on website, it goes to Facebook. Clearly, they don't have a website. Another example would be this one here. This is a place called Italian Pizza. It looks mobile friendly, right? It looks like it could qualify. But when you click on menu, when you click on menu, you'll notice it looks bad. It does not look good. And you have to click on download to then download the menu. to the phone, and then it looks like that. Again, not good. You compare that to the example I've been showing you of Brothers Grill. I'll pull it up on my phone, and you can see how nice it looks. So my favorite websites are the ones that are not mobile friendly or broken or don't work. Some of them come up blank. Some of them have flash on them and they don't work. They show blank. I think you understand the point. So now I'm going to show you how I find these websites. So the way I find these websites, and we're going to use the same examples, is I come over to Yellow Pages. So yellowpages.com, I'm going to search for restaurants in Quincy. So Massachusetts, USA is where I want to search. The towns, I will provide you with the keywords, the types of business, and the towns to look in. So I'm going to go right at number 1, and we're going to use some examples. So I'm going to Google this, Punjab Cafe, Quincy.
Here it is, Punjab Cafe.
And you'll notice when I click on website that it is mobile friendly. This looks okay. This does not qualify. They have a drop down. They have a menu. So this looks good. It does not qualify. Let's go over to number 2, the Fat Cat. So again, what I would do on my phone, the Fat Cat, Quincy.
Here it is, the Fat Cat.
We've already seen this one. This does not qualify. I would then put it on my list, as you can see here. The next one on the list is the Shabu Restaurant. Shabu Restaurant, Quincy, Massachusetts.
Shabu Restaurant. Here.
I'm going to click on website. This does not qualify. It is a nice looking website with a working menu. The next one on the list is La Paloma. La Paloma Restaurant, Quincy, Massachusetts.
La Paloma. Here you go.
This does not qualify because it is a nice looking website with a menu that works. Baby Cakes, Quincy, Massachusetts.
Baby Cakes. Here you go.
Now this one you'll notice, it's not a restaurant, it's a little cupcake store. I'm not that interested in it. It's not a great looking website, doesn't look good, but it does not need a restaurant menu because it's not a restaurant menu, does not qualify. If this cupcake website was not mobile friendly, if it was a desktop website like the other ones I showed you that didn't work, then it would qualify. But right now it does not. Grumpy White's Restaurant, Quincy. This does qualify because it is not a mobile-friendly website. It does not look good on a phone. So these would all go on my list over here, and I do about 20 to 30 of these a day, and I compile the lists. I don't have time to do them every day, but it's how I find leads, and this is the help that I'm looking for. So to recap, I'm looking for somebody to take the either restaurants or hair salons or auto repair, go to yellowpages.com, go through the list on their mobile phone, see what works properly, what does not work, what's broken. Lots of restaurants. And I want a list made of broken, not mobile friendly websites. We can also have a separate list of simply businesses that don't have a website. All of these had one, except for the one that went to Facebook that did not have a website. It was going to Facebook. So that's what it's very simple once you understand what I'm looking for. Does not take a lot of time. It's a little bit of research. And restaurants would be the first category we can start with. Then I might do auto repair. So just as an example, I'm going to type in auto repair in Quincy. I did this earlier, so I know which ones are not mobile friendly. But for example, Jimmy's Tire, if I were to start with this one, oops, I clicked on it by mistake. Jimmy's Tire Quincy. I did this earlier,
Jimmy's Tire. Here you go.
and I know that there's no website. So that will go on the no website list. This one here is Abdon Auto Repair. Abdon Auto Repair.
Abdon Auto Repair. Here you are.
This is broken, and it's not mobile friendly. It's the best example. It looks bad. It doesn't work properly. The Flash doesn't work. And this website is probably 20 years old. So this website would, of course, go on my list. I would, of course, keep my list separate. Restaurants on one list, auto repair on another. Once you get used to this, you can understand how it works, and I can give some more work to you in other states and other industries. Hair salon, plumber, dentist, and so on. So that is exactly what I'm looking for. That's the description of the work I would like done. And this information here may or may not go into a contact manager, so there may be some data entry to do. I have not decided that yet. And I understand that you are outside of the United States, so it might take a little more effort to look up the websites on the mobile phone, but I would have to think that if you Google, for example, Jimmy's Tires, Quincy, Massachusetts, United States on Google, I would have to think you'd probably get it. Again, just a little extra work since you're not in my neighborhood. So that's what I'm looking to accomplish. I'm looking for consistent, steady work. This is good money because I'd like it to be done every day. And I would like to build and build and build big lists. So that is the description. This has been a very long video, but we're going to end it here.